Good morning, Dr. Bakshi.
Morning.
So, I just wanted to ask you one more question that you have named the channel, we have named the channel Daily Practice with Dr. Kalin Bakshi. So, I just wanted to know what kind of practices you would be showing us.
It's a very good question. And, there are multiple levels of getting regularized at different levels that we experience during day to day life. At a physical level, maybe some movements, breathing, massage, for example, balance, strength, all these things at the physical level will go. And depending upon what our needs are, we'll check the needs and we'll see how it goes. And the questions will be obvious. Today, I need more strength. Today, I need more energy. I need a little bit more wakefulness. I'm kind of sleepy. So there can be so many issues on a daily basis. So we'll be visiting one by one on a physical level. That's one. And there are tools and techniques that we'll deal with. These tools and techniques are obvious, they're very easy and simple. But at the mental level, we talk about thinking and we also talk about emotions. Many times we get disturbed, we get a little depressed, we get some situations going on in our life. And it becomes very obvious that we want help for that. How do we help to calm our mind, to get a little bit better shape, make sure that we are able to do things that we want to do on a regular basis? So, thinking and emotions. And then the energy. Many times we have situations where people lack energy and maybe tiredness, throughout the day, during the work, and all that. So energy levels also, how to think about energy, whether blockages are enough energy or too much energy. I mean, we see that situations as well, and we waste energy. We don't spend energy in a proper way. So the energy focus will be there. And then the last but not the least is spirituality. Spirituality. I understand that that may not be the focus for everyone. However, there's something about um, spirit. There's something about an unknown factor that all these practices, for example, yoga, tai chi, and so on and so forth, they involve some understanding about how to think about it, how to have that unknown principle which actually runs our life very well, and we don't know that's what it is. It's called life energy or life principle. For want of better description, that's what I'm going to use the word, life principle. And so we'll have that also included. And so that those are the kinds of practices we'll go through.
Okay, so the second question I had, which popped in my mind, that what would be the do's and don'ts for doing those different kind of practices? That would be the next step, which I.
Nice question. Well, most of the time, do's is something very simple. Do what you can. Do what you're able to. Remain within what we call as a green zone. In other words, all the practices that we do, for example, breathing or breath holding, for example, or for example, deep breath, or movements, certain postures, for example. Not all postures is possible for everybody. And that's fine. That's okay. There's always a beginning. And we begin somewhere and gradually extend our capability more and more slowly. But stay in the what we call as a green zone or a comfort zone. If we stretch ourselves beyond the green zone, that means you know that you're stretching that muscle, you're stretching yourself a little bit. Your energy can be a little bit more used up. Say if you're going to run in spot for a while, you get tired. So you would know those things, but you will recover fast. The yellow zone is where you recover rather quickly. Once you stop the activity, once you stop the movements or posture, your muscles and your joints and your body will start recovering quite well. When you enter the red zone on the other side, that's a no-no. That's what we will say, don't enter that zone. That's when you say, gee, I did this yoga, now I pulled my muscle, I pulled my back. That's not the experience we want people to have. When you do that, you already crossed the limit. I know there's a lot of enthusiasm in being able to lift, say, 30 kilograms or whatever the weight you were talking about. But we cannot reach there immediately. So the understanding is that we gradually build the capacity, gradually build the resilience, and it will all happen for everybody at his or her own pace. And so keep that pace. So doing is one more doing, I would say, is do on a regular basis. And there are so many exercises, so many practices that we'll be doing. We don't have to do all of them. Do some, and do the practices that give you joy. For example, I'm just giving one example. I slept a little differently, and I have a little pull muscle. If I go like that, it feels so good. That feeling of relief. If that happens, your body says, "Yeah, thank you." The muscles start saying, "Thank you." That is good. So you will be guided by your own body, your own mind. Your mind may be upset, and you know what you're upset about. Some work is not done, money is not enough, time is not enough, whatever. So you have the idea about it, but how do you handle those things? We'll have tools also about that. So once you know where to put your focus in terms of practice, you'll be able to go along and get the benefit of it. So that's other do's and don'ts. They're not too many. The practices are designed to be simple. Practices are designed to be easy. Why easy? Because you're going to remain in the green zone. So these are the do's and don'ts.
Yeah. So the next thing which came in my mind, that today's lifestyle is very hectic for everyone. People don't have time. So what if a person can't do it regularly?
Good question. We'll be introducing a concept that our body is alive regularly. Is that true? Because we are alive, yes. We're having this conversation because you're alive, I'm alive, I'm talking, you're listening. So all the senses, you're watching me, everybody's watching me, they're reading what is there on my shirt, whatever. It's all happening in present moment. It's a live moment that we are going live. Now you don't have to go live, you are alive. You are alive. This awareness is important. If the body continues to work, even if when you are asleep, you do have the heart functioning, the intestines functioning a little bit. Your mind may be functioning also. It may have rest, but sometimes you have dreams, etc. So functioning is going on. Repair work is going on at night, and this awareness of the fact that you are actually doing breathing is another example. You continuously breathe. So activities of daily life or daily living, we call it AD. ADL is activity of daily living. I'm going to change that to activity of daily life. Now, life activities are like breathing, movements, etc. So we will incorporate our thinking that you can continuously do these as you're going around doing your daily work, as you're doing cooking, as you're doing your study, as you're doing sitting on a computer. How do you incorporate these practices so that you don't have to create extra time? Time is there already because life is there. So intention is there. Having said that, every so often you do need a little bit more brushing up, a little bit polishing every so often, because many times you have situations where, I have this knee problem, I have this pain somewhere in the back, whatever. How do you address that? So we need to have a regular practices so that you can address that, you can prevent some situations. More resilient capacity we build in the muscles, mind muscles, in the regular muscles in the body. We'll be able to really handle that And so therefore, adding something every day. It may be just like, for example, we remind ourselves to let's do this. While sitting here, just take a deep breath. Let fill the lungs. That's it. You did 2 or 3 times. It didn't require time. It just required little deeper work, awareness that you're breathing deeply. That will give you the benefit as well. I hope that answers the question about people who have busy lifestyle and they quote unquote don't have time to pay attention to themselves. That sounds funny, but that's how people feel like nowadays.
Yes, I guess one who wants to get fitter and healthier, he'll probably take out time from his busy schedule. I guess that would be the case. So thank you so much for explaining. Thank you.
Welcome and welcome to this channel.